Good morning. It is part 2 of my big pinky northern autumn / winter adventure, which I haven't given a name to yet because I don't know if I'm supposed to name these things. But anyway, it's the second video that I'm making. I have skipped a couple of days because I was in Amsterdam for like 3 days waiting for Pinky's new chain and just chilling out. So now I'm on the road again and it's about to get interesting. So here we go. It is about 10:30 in the afternoon and I have just crossed the border into Denmark. It has been raining absolutely non-stop this morning, but finally I have found some blue sky. And I think I get blue sky for the rest of the day. I've escaped the rain, I've escaped the misery that was Germany on this occasion, which is sad because I really do love Germany, but the weather was shocking for its entirety. You can see over there, it's heading east, so yeah, have fun with that, Poland. Finally, my new textiles are actually getting tested. I don't know if you can see how drenched I am, or maybe the sun's actually got rid of the droplets already. There's just water everywhere, but I'm dry on the inside for now, which is good. I have a lot of confidence in these, but as with many things, when they fail catastrophically, so fingers crossed it doesn't. But also, like, if it does, that's really bad because I haven't got a backup plan. I haven't brought an oversuit or anything. But I like to have faith in things, so I'm having faith in these, and so far it's paying off. And I didn't do a walk around with my luggage yet, so I will do that very, very quickly. As you can see, there is substantially less crap on my bike than what I would normally have. On this occasion, I have decided to skip out on the idea that I might even bother to camp, and I haven't taken my tent. I've taken a sleeping bag and a blanket, just in case I end up in like a hostel or a cabin that doesn't come with bedding. And I've got like a towel with all my toiletries, again, in case I don't get supplied one, but I'm not going to be camping. I'm not even going to pretend that I might think about camping. I am going full on Airbnb, cabin, hotel, whatever. I'm still doing the spontaneous usual thing of booking things the day of or the day before so that I don't have to plan ahead and I can change my mind at the last minute, which is really, really sensible, as it has already proven to be sensible when I realised that Pinky needed a new chain early and I hadn't booked anything and thus didn't lose out on any bookings. And that system tends to work quite well for me. So in my big bag in the middle, instead of having a tent like I would normally have, I have got a sleeping bag, a blanket, a really, really big fluffy pink jumper, some toolkits and a phone charger. I think that's it. I think the big pink jumper really is big and it does take up most of that bag. So that's the Krieger US 30 dry bag, and then on either side of that I've got 2 Krieger US 10 dry bags, and inside this one is my regular clothes, my base layers and a pair of cheap trainers, and then in this one is all of my underwear and my toiletries, and that's it. Oh, and I've got a can of lube and a emergency can of Red Bull in the OS bottle bag, and then here I've got some camera equipment and a spare power bank, and that's it. That's all I've got. Oh, and in my backpack and my trail pockets, or affectionately known as BAPs, I've got my phone chargers, my camera kit, my passport, and just any electronics that I wouldn't want to leave on the bike. So that's it. That's all I've got. It's not a lot. It's nowhere near as much as I would normally carry. Normally I would also have panniers. I did think about putting the panniers on just for extra storage space, but I had to get all of this stuff up to Barnstormers to pick the bike up in a taxi, and I thought having 2 more bags was taking the piss ever so slightly with the amount of trips that it took to get all of my stuff into the taxi and then out the other end. So that's why Pinky doesn't have panniers. I'll have to be very, very strict about what magnets and food I buy, but it should be okay. I think it's going to be fine. Alright, I'm finally off the motorway. 300 miles later, I am at the very top of Denmark now, and it hasn't rained for a little while, which is lovely. I might even be so bold as to say that it's warming up a little bit. It's been cold. To remind you guys that it's the end of September, which means it's basically October, which means it's basically winter, and yeah, it's a little bit chilly. I have not got too far to go. I don't know how well you can see the screen in front of me. I've got 19 kilometers to go, and I've booked a place to stay by a beach town so I can go and see the sea again, which would be nice. And I've got to pay a little bit of attention because my sat-nav thingy is not very well calibrated, so when it says 850 meters it could mean anything from 500 to 1,000 meters, so yeah, I've had to turn around a few times. I've now booked my ferry to Norway because the plan was always to go up through Norway, and even though I'm now having doubts about that, just kind of based on the fact that I got rained on all day today, I am going to go anyway because I feel like it would have been a waste to get this far north and not go to Norway. So the boat for that's been booked first thing tomorrow, and then we'll see where we end up. But anyway, this is Denmark. This is what Denmark seems to look like no matter what bit of Denmark you're in. It's very flat. The north part of Denmark on the mainland where I am now is very, very flat, and every single time I come here it's very windy. It is really, really windy. It's unpleasant. I get a headache every single time I come through here because it's just noise. It is relentless gusty wind and it sucks. I don't know if it ever lets up. I don't know if you come here in summer it's actually not that bad. I've been here in May and I've been here in September, and both times I've been here it's just been really awful. I mean, you can see there's not one single hill. I think I said in a previous video, the only reason that they have corners over here is to stop people from dying of boredom while they drive. But someone did put in a comment that it's actually a historical reason, and corners are because of settlements or something that were here many years ago, and they maybe aren't here now, but then those settlements would have put in fields, and the fields would have stayed, and the trees would have stayed, and therefore there are corners. I enjoyed my theory a little bit more, but never mind. I started filming because I thought that this would be a little bit more interesting than what I've been doing so far, and I could show you some of the roads, but as you can see it is long and it is straight and it is flat and there is nothing happening on either side of it, so maybe that was a wasted effort. I am on this road for 10 kilometers. I would love to know if something's going to happen in 10 kilometers that I can show you. There's cows over there, but they're too far in the distance, so I don't think you're going to see them. Oh my god, the road is bending ever so slightly. Pinky, get ready. Fuck. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I have. It's even telling me I've gone the wrong way. Right, that's helpful, isn't it? Destination, what? Okay. Right, it's got red on it. Number 8. Looking for like a red house. Is it this? Fuck it. For the purpose of stopping and taking my helmet off, this will do. This looks like the sort of place that would be an Airbnb. Alright, I'm showered, I'm unpacked, I am looking for food. The beach is at the end of this road. Apparently it's like a 45-minute walk, and there's a load of restaurants and stuff, but there's also restaurants before I get to the beach. I don't really know how far I want to walk. I'm very hungry. Just downed one of those big cans of Red Bull, which should keep me going, so I think I could walk 45 minutes. It is cold though. And I don't know how long it's going to stay light for. At least it's not raining for now. So this is the center of the town that I'm staying in. It's not very big. There's some seafood places and a pizza place. I'm not sure I'm exactly dressed to sit anywhere nice. I don't know. And if I keep going up this road, eventually I'll get to the town. But I think it's a bit of a touristy town, so I don't know if it's going to be expensive. Okay, I could keep going up the road, or I could go into the woods, which is infinitely more interesting, even though there's a sculpture park over there. But they had some of the sculptures outside and they were a little bit weird looking, so I am going for the woods instead. Maybe I'll see something interesting in here. This was a good decision. This is extremely peaceful. I like this. Alright, Seaside Town. You can tell because it's bloody windy. It is so windy, but now I'm at the beach, so I'm really happy, and I'm going to walk along it and I'm going to look for pretty rocks and jellyfish. But look at the size of it, that's huge! Oh my god. I would absolutely adore to bring Pinky here to get a photograph of her on the beach, but it is so windy I think that I would probably drop her. But that does look like magic. Imagine the photographs. Fucking hell. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. Look, there's my size 6 foot. Wow. Alright, so we got Adam and Eve and the tree of life and the snake that tells Eve to eat the apple and then they get sent out of the Garden of Eden, or however that went. This. Then we've got this guy with a sword and a shield and a little pet pig. And I should probably look into some mythology. Finally some food. In a little pizza place. And I figured out that I'm English really quickly because I tried speaking Norwegian. Obviously I'm in Denmark, so they don't speak Norwegian here. It's close and sometimes it works, but on this occasion he sniffed me out straight away. However, now I've got to navigate the menu, which should be fine. Most of the words are the same. Some of them aren't. Alright, I got garlic bread and a pizza. I might have ever so slightly fucked up. I am back in my Airbnb. I am full of pizza. I didn't manage to eat both of those pizzas and it was a little bit not my fault that I ended up with two, but also entirely my fault. I think I got a little bit judged by the waiter as well. He came over with one and he put it down and I was like, yes, amazing, fantastic, with a little bit of fear. And then he came over with the other one and he was like, is this for you? Are you sure? And I was like, yep. With all the confidence in the world. Absolutely disgraced myself, had to take a box home. Anyway, so I am back, I am ready for bed and I'm going to have an early night because I have an early start tomorrow. I have a boat to catch and I really want to get some photographs of my bike on the beach. So I'm hoping if I get up early enough, I might be able to just quickly nip down there, stick Pinky on the sand, get some photographs, and then run to the boat. The boat is 30-40 miles away, so it's not too far, but it is an early one, so I am going to go to bed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.